I don't know how we're going to do it, but this message in this video must get to every African. It is a must. And like I said, I don't know how we are going to do it, but you must spread this message to every African you know so that the message in this video will liberate us and set us free so that Africa can be great again. This video is supposed to be played in every primary school, secondary school, and university every early in the morning so that even the young ones coming up will be free from mental slavery and take Africa serious and take the development of their countries serious so that when they get to power, they get to positions that matter, they will be able to serve the country right, just the way Ibrahim Traoré is doing in Burkina Faso. So let's listen to the video and please, like I said, do everything you can to spread this word. My name is Basi. This is AfriTape.
If you wanted to stop Africa from becoming a superpower, you wouldn't have to invent a new strategy. The blueprint has already been written, tested, and perfected over centuries. You'd start by making sure Africa never unites. The easiest way to do that is by keeping people divided along ethnic, tribal, and religious lines. If they ever start working together, remind them of past grievances. Stoke old wounds. Fund separatist movements. Keep border disputes unresolved. Make sure every time they take one step forward, they take 2 steps back because they're too busy fighting each other. You'd install leaders who serve foreign interests, not their people. Find the most corrupt, the most easily manipulated, the ones who crave wealth and status more than progress. Offer them power in exchange for loyalty. If a leader rises who actually cares about Africa, get rid of them. Assassinate them if necessary. But if that's too messy, just destabilize their government and back a coup. If they talk about nationalizing resources, make an example out of them. If they try to unite Africa, take them out before the idea spreads. You'd keep Africa economically weak by making sure it never industrializes. Let them export raw materials, but never process them themselves. Control the mines, the oil fields, the rare earth minerals. Keep them selling cheap and buying expensive. If a country tries to break free and build its own industries, sabotage it. Place sanctions, destabilize its currency, fund local opposition, crash its economy. If that doesn't work, orchestrate a civil war. People can't build when they're too busy trying to survive. You'd make sure their education system produces workers, not innovators. Teach them history that glorifies their oppressors. Make them think their cultures are primitive. Their ancestors were savages. Their future depends on foreign approval. Train them to memorize, not to think critically. Keep their best and brightest looking overseas for opportunities. Make them dream of escaping Africa rather than fixing it. Offer scholarships that take their top minds to the West and never encourage them to return. Let the continent keep training doctors and engineers only for them to go enrich other nations. You'd control their narratives. Own their media. Control their stories. Dictate their image to the world. Make them believe they are corrupt, hopeless, eternally in crisis. Flood their screens with poverty porn and war zones. Show them charity ads that make them believe they are helpless without foreign aid. Downplay their successes. Twist their victories into isolated incidents. If an African country develops a groundbreaking innovation, credit a foreign investor. If an African leader implements a successful policy, frame it as an anomaly rather than proof of competence. You'd make sure they remain dependent. Drown them in debt. Offer loans with impossible conditions. Force them to privatize everything so foreign corporations own their water, their electricity, their land. When they struggle, give them just enough aid to keep them alive, but never enough to make them self-sufficient. Use charities to create a culture of reliance rather than resilience. Make them think foreign intervention is necessary, that they can't solve their own problems, that they always need help from the outside. You'd suppress their military strength. Keep their armies weak, their defense industries non-existent. Sell them weapons to fight each other, but never let them develop high-tech military technology. If a country tries to build a strong defense system, accuse them of being a threat to stability. Make sure they always need foreign peacekeepers, foreign military bases, foreign advisors controlling their security. Keep them vulnerable to invasion, coups, and foreign interference. The formula is simple. Divide, corrupt, exploit, miseducate, control. Keep them fighting each other. Keep them looking outside for solutions. Keep them poor, dependent, insecure. Make sure every attempt to break free is met with resistance so strong that the next generation thinks twice before trying again. This isn't a theory. It's history. The real question isn't how to stop Africa from becoming a superpower. It's how Africa can break the cycle despite every effort to keep it down.
Okay, I'm actually very angry. I'm very, very angry, and I have a lot of things to say. But then again, I'm going to, you know, let's vent our anger on making sure this message gets to everybody we know, every African we know. Let's make sure this message gets to our children that are growing. Let's make sure this message gets to far and wide so every African can listen to this. So that we can recolonize, we can decolonize our mind. So that we know the truth, so that we can set ourselves free. You are trying to survive. How are you going to build when you're trying to survive? Did you listen to that? Oh fuck. Whoever did this, whoever brought about this, I don't know if it's a speech or if it's a writing that was just made into a speech. Whoever did this, the ancestors will bless you, right? Africa will bless you. Because we actually need to know who we are. We need to know who our enemies are. We need to know exactly what we are dealing with before we can have a change. I don't know if our leaders don't see things like this. I don't know if our leaders are not aware, or maybe they are aware, or they are too afraid, or they are too weak to do what they ought to do to make Africa grow. I don't know how deep a mess we are currently that we cannot build Africa. I don't know how deep we've sold Africa that we cannot build Africa. This is the only continent we have. This is the continent we have. Every other place we go to, we are strangers. Every other place we go to, we are strangers. So I don't know why we will not build Africa. I don't know why our leaders will not build Africa. I don't know why when we get a leader who wants to build Africa, we want to bring them down. We want to connive with our oppressors to bring them down. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why can't we build Africa? Why can't we trash every fucking goddamn religion that they brought to us that is controlling and dividing us? Why can't we trash them and build Africa? I don't know why we are so divided. This orchestrated divide, this manipulated device, this manufactured divide that they keep selling into our minds that we are divided. Especially in a country like Nigeria, where we have different tribes. Our government keep on manufacturing, divide, genetically modified divide, genetically modified tribalism into our minds. This is what they use to divide us. Because once a people are divided, you cannot grow. You cannot build. Africa, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. It is time for us to wake up. Wake up. Tap your brother, wake up. Tap your sister, wake up. Tap your friend, wake up. If you are close to the leaders, tap them and tell them, wake up. Wake up. It is time. It is time that we build Africa. It is time. It is time, bros. It is time, my sister. It is time, Mr. President. It is time, Mr. Governor. It is time, our senators. It is time, you local government chairman. It is time, bro. It is time, Nigerians, Ghanaians, Kenyans, Tanzanians, Cameroonians. It is time. It is time. I want you to flood the comment section with "it is time" and put your country flag. My name is Basi. This is AfriTape. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.